Hello, welcome back to Just Casting. You're here with me, Kyle.
Dave.
And Jose.
Today we're Alex. Trying to do Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Yeah, no. Alex is felled by school.
No, he's got GIMP work.
He's got GIMP work.
He's got GIMP work.
Okay.
Yeah, he left our industries to work for others.
Ugh, I do not want to picture that.
GIMP. Periods in between, and it's like good improvisation Mexican podcast.
Why the fuck am I not in it?
Oh, is he cheating on us now?
Pretty much. What it
He's
sounds
cheating
like.
on us with another podcast.
Hello, welcome to GIMP.
And I'm your host, Alex. Oh God, Jose.
I don't know why, but I just feel extremely unprepared this week.
I'm really tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
Shit,
you
that
know-
means I have to keep the show up, and that means we're fucked.
Yeah, you're drinking like 5 shots of espresso there in your Gumby cup.
It's green tea, jackass. I didn't bust out the espresso just yet.
I thought you said you were.
But
I was
it is in a
after.
Gumby cup.
It is in a Gumby cup.
Yes, it is in a Gumby cup. I will not deny that. My friend gave me this for Christmas. I will have a picture of it on the podcast if I feel like it.
Which means no.
Yeah, which means no, yes.
Yep. Sorry, everybody.
You're not going to hold down this podcast.
No. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to need a lot of
You're
alcohol.
going to be on the first 5 minutes, and then after that, it's just me and Kyle just back and forth.
Oh shit! Now I have to try to do something because I don't want the fucking Batman jerk off hour
We will
again.
go into
Wait.
Batman.
Why would you not want the Batman jerk-off hour? The Batman jerk-off hour is the best podcast we've ever done.
Yeah, the best. Matter of fact, all of them. Somehow it always comes back to Batman.
One day, Jose's gonna have to come, like go through all of them and just cut out every time we say the word Batman.
There will be only 30 minutes left in the show.
No, I mean put it into one file.
Oh, put it into
All
one.
every time we've ever said Batman.
It'll be a week's long episode. Like literally, it'll just be a week of episodes.
And the quality keeps changing back and forth.
Oh, my God.
Batman.
But speaking of comics,
Speaking of comics,
I got some awesome comic book movie news.
whatever do you mean, Dave?
Well, I mean, for instance, new
This
set
sounds so
photos.
scripted. It's ridiculous.
What?
You guys sound so scripted. It's ridiculous.
Well, we are reading from this beautiful... Okay, we're not reading from anything.
It's just a photograph of me and a friend took a while back.
It says here, say fuck you to Jose. Fuck you, Jose. But no, we're, the Electro photos from the
for
new
Spider-Man.
Amazing
I
Spider-Man
I actually
2.
have not seen these
Is
yet.
it Amazing Spider-Man 2? Is that what they're calling it, or is that what we're just?
That's what I'm assuming.
It should be like.
Spectacular bullshit,
Well,
too.
no, they're saving Spectacular Spider-Man for the next reboot.
Damn it.
But yeah, Jamie Foxx is Electro, Max Dillon, and I was excited. And then I saw the pictures.
He looks like a fish.
No, he doesn't look like a fish.
He looks like a little bit of a fish.
He just looks like the most generic, like, movie electric guy ever.
Just blue.
Yeah, he's just blue electricity. And it's just like, ugh.
Well, didn't they... I saw somewhere that I was reading somewhere on a site
This is
somewhere.
it?
Yeah, yep. That your eyes are
And
not
the
deceiving you.
in the Ultimate Spider-Man, Electro does look like that.
Yeah, there was a thing and it's like, no, it was an Avenging Spider-Man.
Well, no. I mean, he might look like that now, but Avenging Spider-Man is just Spider-Man teaming up with an Avenger every issue.
Well, there
Or the new
some comic.
Superior Spider-Man.
He said like he was in there looking like that.
No, he doesn't. In Ultimate Spider-Man, he looks like that. But it's just sort of... But it's not even like that. He looks better. He's more like living energy. He's not just like, he doesn't look like that dude from that crappy Beauty and the Beast Twilight movie.
Oh, you mean Beastly?
Beast.
I
He
don't know.
kind of looks like that,
He
right?
does.
I disapprove.
He
of
also
this
looks
costume.
like the guy from Prototype. You know, the game.
A little bit.
Well, no, because he's got
if
the
it was
hoodie
Red, if
and-
it was red, it would sort
yeah.
of look like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Seriously, he does look like a fish. And I was curious
I
about
see it.
the fish. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the fish.
Because he looks like...
I get it. I get you're not going to do the starfish head.
Good.
I get it.
Good.
I would have personally
that's
liked to
fair
have
enough.
seen the starfish head.
Really?
I respect the starfish head.
You could respect it, but you don't want to see it.
I kind of did. But
Oh.
what they could have done is, I've seen in other variations of it, is he has a green mask, and he sort of has the lightning bolts coming out in this like starfish pattern, but it goes out along his head, so it just looks like lightning bolts on his head.
That wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah,
well,
you could make it
to
darker.
This.
Yeah, basically, I'm just annoyed that they're doing the living energy shit again. Electro's a guy that shoots electricity. He's not like... That's it. That's like, he's not that intense of a villain. He's kind of an idiot. Like,
I feel like he's like a D-list villain that they're gonna make into...
He's not D-list. He's like a B-list Spider-Man villain. So that makes him like a C-list. Like,
we're doing the averaging.
Yeah, because I mean, Spider-Man might be the most popular character, but
I guess the shittiest
his villains are not the toughest guys in the world. Some of them are. Some of them are really tough.
Yeah.
Some of them are.
Some are not.
Some
are Electro, and
they even, in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, they even make jokes in one of the episodes, like about how easy Electro is to catch. He's always just like running into Electro and just beating the shit out of him.
It's just that I feel like it's not that interesting. I don't know. It's like we talked about this before with the whole Rhino and with Electro.
I would like to see. I want to see.
I'm curious.
Paul Giamatti as the Rhino. That's crazy to me.
I'm curious how they're gonna do that.
Like,
I hope they kind of hide it and wait until
it's gonna be like a big metal suit or something. Because
who expected this?
Well, no, I mean, this is closer to the comics than like put Rhino in a big, metal suit. But
would you not want to see Paul Giamatti in a big Rhino suit, a gray Rhino suit with a big horn sticking out from his head?
I mean, I want to see the picture of it, but I don't know if I want to see it in a movie. and once again, these two aren't villains. Like they're not main villains for a movie. They're henchmen.
Yeah. Kind of like... It's like if you put Scorpion or, like, Shocker in the movie.
Exactly. Those guys, you put them together, they're the Sinister Six. Yeah. I mean, there's 4 of them, but...
Nice counting.
You need Doc Ock and one other, but...
Mysterio.
Well, they mix it, they mix it up all the time. But,
see, I would like to see Mysterio.
Mysterio should be a fucking movie.
I'd be okay with that
He's completely a movie villain. Doc Ock, if you do him right, is a movie villain.
Yeah. We'll see, the problem with, like...
They're building up Norman. He's going to be, main villain.
I think the problem I had with, with Doc Ock
is like... He's a good guy.
Well, he was, but, like, you're fighting just a human being when you're, like, superpowered, so, like, once you hit the guy in the face, like... Shouldn't he be done?
No. I mean, Doc Ock is, he's the cybernetics somehow make him better. It's whatever it is. But my problem too was that he was a good guy. Doc Ock's not a good guy. He's not being controlled by his arms. He's a fucking psycho.
Well, they were trying to be sympathetic.
Asshole. I know, but he's not. He's an asshole. Like, right now he's fucking Peter Parker, but
yeah, I heard about that. I don't want to talk about that.
No, I'm
awful.
just sick of it. I want it to go away.
What, the fucking Peter Parker?
Yeah, him being Peter Parker. It's not cool.
That looks just awful.
It is awful. And then, like, the Avengers finally caught on that something's wrong with him. And the next issue of like, I guess it's Avenging Spider-Man or Superior Spider-Man, I forget what it is. But apparently he's gonna fight the Avengers. And I'm just like...
Who cares?
I'm like, yeah, Spider-Man's real tough. He's not beating the Avengers. Not all of them.
Yeah.
Like he beats up Wolverine in an issue recently.
Really?
Yeah, and that can happen. But and I love it. All the X-Men are like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, don't tell me like you've never wanted to beat the crap out of Wolverine. And then everyone was just sort of like, fair enough.
He's got a point.
We'll let that one slide.
Yeah. Because Wolverine and Spider-Man are good buddies. Like, they go back a long time. They have a lot of history. They have, a lot of even anger between the two.
It just seems... I don't know. This whole thing...
It's gotta end.
Everything's gotta end.
And I like Peter. I like the only good part is that they have Peter sort of, like, astrally...
Yeah, he's in his subconscious, right?
Yeah. Like, not really, because he doesn't really control anything Ock does, but he's watching.
He just says no a lot. So he takes on the Shia LaBeouf role.
And then a couple of times he was on Doc Ock's side, which was kind of funny. But
I don't know. The whole thing sounds just fucking stupid.
Yeah, there was I forget who the character was is gonna bug me a bit. He was sort of a minority villain, if I'm not wrong. But he usually uses midgets or he uses
Jose's face.
Yeah,
is
what the fuck?
Like little people as like his henchmen. And this time, they Spider-Man thought it was the same, like as usual. Oh, you know what it is? It was the Vulture, because it's like all about youth or whatever, like little.
Oh, so there you go.
And so he found out that they weren't midgets; they were children, like dressed up and he flipped the fuck out. And that was like one of the moments that Peter was like, "All right, let's get him." like he was with them.
Wow.
And then he had to he was trying to stop him because literally Doc Ock was gonna beat him to death. He was just gonna kill him.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm done." And he was just about to snap the Vulture's neck, and I think something happened, like the police came or something.
Yeah. I recently went back and rewatched all the old Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, me too.
They're okay.
One's okay.
I find 3 enjoyable.
I find parts of 3 enjoyable. Very few parts of 3.
What is your opinion on the dance number?
It's the stupidest thing that's ever happened.
I think it's the funniest thing ever.
No, but it's only funny because, why is this happening? It's not funny.
I know why it's happening.
It's not intentionally funny.
I think I know why it's happening. Because the whole point is, he's turning into this dark thing, right?
So you jazz dance?
No. Hold on. No.
That's when you go evil?
No. Hold on a second. But Peter Parker's a nerd.
Mm-hmm. So it's what he views.
Views as cool is this.
I think.
Come on, you have a smile on your face.
Being like, I really don't want to do another one of these movies. I want to go back to indie horror. Let's see how I can get out of my contract.
And if that was the case, he did a damn good job at it.
I think it was. It was. Like I said, it was enjoyable. It was extremely cheesy. There was some bad moments, but I
liked a lot of parts.
Seriously, I enjoyed it more than the first 2.
I wouldn't. I don't say that at all. I don't like the second one.
I don't like the second one either.
Really?
I don't like it.
You have very different views on some movies and very similar views. But most people like the second one, and I don't get it.
I went back to a bunch of 2s recently. I went through the X-Men stuff, and I really like the second one. There's flaws in the second one, but out of the 3. I think that one's the best one.
I feel like second ones are the least like the comics for some reason. Because the second X, the first X one was so like the comics, it was awesome. And the second one was trying to mix things up, trying to do weird things. And it was good, I liked it, but it was not like the comics. And then Spider-Man 2, it was trying to send a little bit more of a message, had him stop being Spider-Man, had a little more emo stuff going on. Like I said, Doc Ock was wrong. But what really got me, and this was even when I was little, Doc Ock just looked CGI the whole time. Bad CGI.
Well, they all look... Well, him and Spider-Man look pretty...
But Spider-Man, it's he doesn't have a face, it's not flesh color, so you'll believe it, because it's he's, he's a cartoon character, essentially.
Right.
But Doc Ock's supposed to be a dude.
So you have a problem with that. I have a problem with, dialogue, mostly.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad dialogue.
There's a lot of stuff that was really hokey.
That's, I think, what was wrong with the first one, was the dialogue was pretty shit.
Oh, and the stuff... it's patriotic for the time, because the whole 9/11 thing, and there's a lot of, flags blown, and no one really pays attention to that. And I guess that's it's okay, it's fine.
Whatever.
But you date yourself, kind of.
Yeah.
And with the whole thing with on the bridge, and they're all throwing the stuff at him. And
I like that. That was cheesy as hell, but I like it.
It's extremely cheesy. But it's stuff like that, it's yeah.
But that's make you feel good cheesy.
Well, the train sequence in the second one.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
But it's how did Doc Ock not just
kill everybody?
Yeah,
because he pushes everyone out the way.
It was just silly. And I like Willem Dafoe's The Green Goblin. I think that was...
I didn't like the costume.
I was just going to say, I think that was the smartest casting, and then done completely wrong.
Yeah. It looked like...
He has the most interesting face of any actor alive.
Why not put, a screen cap
paint
thing and...
I don't know.
Your paint. Well, yeah. I don't think this...
Or a mask. And show his, weird-ass fucking face.
Because he has some weird-ass facial expressions.
He looks like the fucking Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's what you fucking cast him.
Well,
they cover his face.
I have nothing for Kirsten Dunst. Zero.
Well,
she's not hot, really. She's not that great of an actress. They didn't really make... MJ's not that appealing to me in general, as a character.
Especially this one. Did you see the new set photos for this one?
I don't think she's going to be that important. I think it's still going to be him and Gwen, and I think Gwen's going to die at the end of this.
Alright.
And I think they're just introducing... Because she finished her shooting, in 2 days or something.
Well, maybe she's just at the end.
Yeah, I think, they're just sort of trying...
Or, in the beginning. And
I think they're just sort of trying to introduce her.
I know you don't like Tobey Maguire. I like Tobey Maguire.
No, I don't... But it's not his fault. I think he did what they told him to do well.
Yeah.
I just think they told him to do shitty stuff, and he shouldn't have been cast. I don't think he should have been the guy they should have gotten for Spider-Man. But he did. He did what they told him to admirably.
I think he did a damn good job on it.
He's too old. He's just too old. He was. They spent too short amount of time in high school. When he was in high school, he looked like he was 35, and Flash Thompson looked like he was 45.
I'd rather take. He didn't look like 45. Come on, give him a little more credit. He looked like in his late 20s. I'll say late 20s, not 40s.
Joe Manganiello, or whatever his name is. The dude on True Blood, and he was in How I Met Your Mother.
I don't know his name.
You'd know if I showed you. But,
I know what he looks like, but I'd rather have Tobey Maguire over Andrew Garfield any day.
I disagree. He looks more like Spider-Man.
But he doesn't act like Spider-Man. He's a fucking dick.
But again, that's not Andrew Garfield. That's the writing.
No, I'm gonna blame Andrew Garfield because I hate him, and I hate his face, and I hate his mug.
Oh my god, I'm right. Joe Manganiello. Wow.
Yeah, let me see.
I can't believe I called that. But that's not really Flash Thompson was in Spider-Man 2. That's confusing.
Maybe he's in the background somewhere.
I guess.
But no,
he was all. He did his own stunts. Good for him.
He flew backwards. Good job.
Alright, you got stunt credit. I don't. But he. I mean, he just looks more like Peter Parker. Whatever they tell him to do, that's what they tell him to do. But he is more like Peter Parker.
I saw a scene where he basically did this. Yeah, I was. I don't know. I fucking want to punch him right in his goddamn face.
I watched that movie.
He was talking to Gwen Station. Gwen Station.
Gwen Station.
Gwen Station. Station. No, Gwen Stacy, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you mean he was bumbling because he was talking to the girl he likes?
And it's so weird because all of a sudden is Martin Sheen. His Martin Sheen. His Martin Sheen. We all have Martin Sheen.
We all have a little Martin Sheen inside of us.
He's
even littler Charlie.
It's like, hey, he has a picture on his computer with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's that's fucking weird, and you find that charming. You fucking sick bitch. You're a sick asshole.
I'm his parole officer. Now, obviously The Amazing Spider-Man was not even remotely a perfect Spider-Man movie. And I think I liked it about as much as I liked the first Spider-Man movie. But for completely
is that good praise? Or is that faint praise?
Fine. It's okay. Neither one of them came close to hitting it.
Well, see,
and they both hit the different parts. They both missed in different parts and hit in different parts.
I was recently thinking about this since the new picture popped up, but I think the reason why I didn't see it, and it's not just Andrew Garfield, I'm not trying to make that point funny, but it really did look like it was straight from the comic book, just the way it looked, and it's I was kind of turned off by that. I was like, the way it just looked and presented itself.
Explain. That doesn't even make sense. It's just
the way Joel Schumacher wanted to portray the Batman movies. Almost seemed he's it's supposed to be
campy at all.
No, it looked campy. It had that look to it.
It looked too similar to the old movies. That was the problem. To the 2000 movies. That's what everyone said. They were like,
no. It had it hit the same beats as the 2000 movie, but it didn't look the same.
Yeah, it did. Some parts it was you could put it up and just be I don't know what movie. That's why they had to change the costume.
Well, now they changed the back, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
The only thing I don't know why. The only thing I will not.
It looked like the blues look exaggerated. Like, all the colors look exaggerated.
In his costume?
The costume, just the lighting of everything, it looked...
It was like a regular movie, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah, it was like, if you take away all the Spider-Man stuff, it was like just a kid going to school and then his uncle dying.
Just the way it looked, man. It turned me off.
Did you watch this movie?
I watched parts of it.
See, bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna pull your own shit. You don't get to judge until you see the movie.
I haven't said a damn thing because I have not seen this movie at all. And
that you also don't talk on this podcast.
Well, I tried to, Dan, but like when I have completely no idea.
I told you would be out in 5 minutes.
Fuck you, all right? I have nothing to say because I never saw the movie, and I honestly have no intention on seeing the new Spider-Man movie. Why? I don't know.
It's good. I mean, it's
I don't know. It just doesn't suck me in.
Other ones, except that the villain is terrible.
It just doesn't suck me in. But
maybe
the other
ones
maybe
now,
one day I'll
it's
see
like,
it.
It's not that enjoyable, so it's not. I don't want to see it all of it.
I won't give any. I won't give any. Like, I will defend nothing about the Lizard, Rhys Ifans. Like, he's fine as an actor, but like that was a terrible, terrible portrayal of the Lizard, of him. It just looked stupid. Like, everything about that was stupid. That's why I'm almost a little excited about the new movie, because I'm like, I would like to see the Spider-Man in a different situation, because that situation was so bad.
I don't know.
So I want to and also the skateboarding scene. There's no defense for that. That he's like learning his powers with a skateboard.
Yeah,
so
see, I cut off.
If I get spider powers, I'm like, well, fuck this thing. Like,
yeah, see, I cut off when it was like he was doing the same thing like in the first one, where he's like the web sling just happens and everything breaks, and he's like breaking the mirrors and shit in his bed.
In the first one, he had.
Well, no, he was practicing.
He made them in this one.
He was practicing. No, but he was like sticking to everything.
Oh, yeah, but you have to do that. You're doing a Spider-Man movie.
No, but the way he was
That's like doing a Superman movie being like, I guess we'll leave out the flying. Like,
he'll do the flying later.
Like,
I don't know, it's just fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Here?
Alright, well, we'll move on to the other images that have been
move
released.
on. We agreed for a little while, and then we couldn't do it anymore.
Well, no, we just agreed on Spider-Man 2.
Alright.
X-Men Days of Future Past, 2 images came out, which I'm very excited for.
With Xavier and Iceman.
One's with Xavier, one's with Iceman with a beard.
Yes.
And
icy beard.
Yeah. And they're both the older versions. It's Patrick Stewart and Shawn Ashmore. And I'm very.
Where has he been?
He's on the following, I think.
Really?
Yeah, either him or his brother, Aaron Ashmore. I forget. But I'm very excited. I liked, the one part of X-Men 3 that really I was excited for was the Iceman thing. Because I'm a big Iceman fan. I mean, he's completely...
Well, they didn't really do it.
He's completely wrong for the part, and they wrote him completely wrong. Like, they don't have him being funny at all, and Iceman is the, heart and soul of that team.
Well, he didn't stand out at all in, the second one or the third one.
That's what I mean. Like, because I think the problem was in the first one, they just meant him as a background.
Yeah. He wasn't really anything.
Because they didn't really know, when they made X-Men, it wasn't really about,
they had to end it.
Let's line it up with the, the comics and make everyone, so the second one, they still had that character. He wasn't, this wacky jokester.
It's like, what do we do?
In fact, they fucked that up twice. Nightcrawler is also supposed to be, a wacky jokester. And he is not like that at all in the movie. But, they show, an older... grizzlier bearded.
That's all they show. It's just his face.
Yeah, and it has the what do you call them? I just said it before.
The
motion.
Yeah, the motion capture little dots.
So I'm guessing he's gonna be all iced out,
with a beard.
A nice beard. Ice beard. And I very much support that. And then they show Patrick Stewart in some sort of weird
armor.
Costume thing.
Costume.
I wouldn't say armor because armor
makes
it look bigger. Yeah, suit's a good term, and it looks like I think Xavier might be able to walk in this one. I have nothing really to go on for that, but I'm guessing.
Hey, he probably just enough of this fucking wheelchair business.
Well,
I'm getting up and walking.
I love that. Well, I guess he probably won't be able to walk at least for a little while because they started with the 2 wheelchairs together.
Yeah, James McAvoy will probably have to be in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I'm saying both of them probably will Because why would they show both wheelchairs?
Well, maybe like, oh, the timeline is fixed now, and then they show it or something.
He just stops being able to walk.
Yeah. Oh no! I'll take
bitter irony.
I'll take the evil future.
No, I love how everyone's always like, "Oh man, if Xavier could walk, man, he'd be so much more powerful." like not really.
It's the same person.
Yeah, it wouldn't affect his abilities at all.
No, it wouldn't. But
I'm really
more
excited.
Convenient.
I'd be more convenient.
I guess with his powers, you could just be like, "Come carry me."
Why can't he just levitate his chair?
Because he doesn't have telekinesis.
Whatever. He can do something.
He could be like, "You carry my chair." That's about it. He's telepathic. He can communicate, control, and read minds.
Which is probably very fun.
I mean, yeah, it's one of the best powers in the world.
He should still levitate his chair.
You can't, you dick.
I mean, unless he has like Jean Grey or Magneto walking behind him at all times. He's like, "No, yes, keep it in the air.
Keep doing
Raise it a few inches.
Left. Damn it, man! My wheel came off.
I just hope Jean does not come back. I hope she's not in this movie.
Oh, they'll be like, look who it is! It's Jean
I know
Grey.
she's in a flashback of the Wolverine, but
oh, look who it is! It's what's his face?
Colossus?
No, who is Cyclops?
James Marsden?
James Marsden is back, and he's Cyclops, and he's shooting laser
I would be
beams.
fine with Cyclops coming back. I don't...
But not Jean Grey?
No, I hate Jean. I hate Jean in the comics. I hate Jean in the movies.
She's so bad, she doesn't even get her own nickname.
I mean, it was Marvel Girl, but it just sounded stupid, so they dropped it eventually.
Jean Grey.
And then it was Phoenix.
Well, because she became evil. It's like, fuck you, you did not give me a nickname.
Yeah.
And my own nickname. Aha.
But yeah, those pictures look cool. I'm very excited for that movie.
Can't wait.
Very, very excited for that.
And like I said, can't wait to see who Peter Dinklage is going to be.
Yeah,
I hope he's a Sentinel.
I think he's going to be... I think he's going to be Bolivar Trask, who's the guy that creates the Sentinels.
That's cool.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, that might be a little mean to be like, Midget was so angry at the world, so he created giant metal monsters so he could sit on their shoulders and be like, "I'm the tallest one now."
Now die.
Pretty dick. Dude, you're an asshole. I heard about the Captain America plot details for the second one with the Winter Soldier thing.
What about,
where Scarlett Johansson is going to be like her Black Widow is going to be like a main character along with Cap.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like they do,
it can work.
That a lot. I mean, if they're doing the Winter Soldier, you know,
they are.
Yeah, no, it's called the Winter Soldier,
and they're doing it straight by the just right from the book.
All right, so
nice.
they're gonna find some, Russian assassin. And it's gonna end up being Bucky.
Yeah,
that's really it.
They said it's gonna be a little bit of a political thriller.
I mean, there's gonna be a Russian assassin. It's gonna end up being Bucky.
That's political thriller enough.
We know what to expect, and you know what? It should be an enjoyable film.
It becomes
I'm excited for it.
I love when they do the flashback stuff. You'd see like,
but Zola, Dr. Zola is coming
Zola,
back.
yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's coming back. He's probably going to be. He's going to be the chest thing, right?
No, he's not MODOK.
No, not that guy.
Oh,
no one likes MODOK.
Yeah,
he's going to be like the
Arnim
future.
Zola,
Yeah. From that comic, where he's just going to have the.
It's not that comic. He always looks like that.
The head in the TV.
Yeah. I love how they try to like explain the Captain America villains because they all come back at one point. All the people that like he's ever met in 1940s like have come back. Like the Red Skull, obviously, then Baron Zemo, then I forget the
Red
Reaper. Red Skull, yeah, but I mean Arnim Zola.
But speaking of someone who might not come back,
Sam Jackson.
No, but he might come back anyway. Not Sam Jackson, but this person. Robert Downey Jr.'s contract is over once Iron Man 3 comes out.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to sign on for Avengers 2.
Well, he says that he might just do that, and then that's it.
I don't think he... I think
he's turning 50. I mean, by the time that comes out...
But he loves doing Iron Man. Like,
I read the thing. He's like, hey, I really like doing all this stuff, but I like doing other things too.
He does. I mean,
And he says that it would be good to finally hang up this thing.
I mean, I don't.
I mean,
I'll wait and see. I'm feeling he'll be around.
I don't think he'll. I don't think he will just. I don't think he'll leave right before Avengers 2. I think he's like a major part of it.
Yeah.
Depending how this movie plays out.
I mean, like, this movie's not going to be giant mega success.
Well, no. I don't mean like success. I mean the storyline.
Oh, I think I don't think they're planning on ending the Iron Man story ever.
Well, no, they'll probably just recast him.
That's gonna get tough.
Well, because he's like also with the whole thing with the money issue. Like right now, he's the highest paid of all of them.
Yeah.
It's like how much do you even go from
they're
there?
all probably getting more now than they were.
A little more.
Not probably significant because now they have the now
they
Chris
have the
Evans,
franchise.
Chris Hemsworth, Jeremy Renner's expendable. Scarlett
Jeez.
Johansson. He is. Let's be honest. All the people that were making like 2, 4.
I was gonna say
million,
he's not getting his own.
6 million. Yeah, I mean, even what's his name? Who just played Bruce Banner?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's expendable because he's not getting his own movie anytime, and everyone's used to them
in a
recasting
long
the whole.
time. Yeah.
But really, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, and Scarlett Johansson have enough pull now that they're probably making significant.
Well, I always felt like
because if they were like we could just be like fuck off and just not drop out. You lose a lot of money.
I was gonna say Chris Hansen for a second, but Chris Evans.
Chris Hansen, Thor.
Chris Hansen from Date Night NBC. Like nobody wants to hear from him.
But come have a seat.
Over here. Right
Were you Ice Giant 64 on Yahoo.com?
Did you say you wanted to suck my dick?
Did you say you wanted to have sex with this 14-year-old troll?
No.
No.
I don't think so. Why would I want to have sex with a troll?
Never.
Sir?
I have the you can leave whenever you want. The Warriors 3 are waiting for you outside.
Is this your dildo? That's Sif's.
That's my ice spire of doom.
Ooh.
I was gonna kill the kid, not have sex with him.
He was the son of Loki. I know, like Chris Evans, I thought he would have like much of a pull. I mean,
he does now because he's now because
he's in a lot of stuff.
But I'm saying with Marvel because now he's Captain America.
Yeah,
like he's at that point that if he drops
and he's
out,
young
they
enough
lose
to
money.
do it. Yeah,
and so he'll the next Avengers movie he'll be making 30 mil.
Downey is making like 60.
He made 50.
Well, 50. He's probably making 60 now.
Yeah,
or 70.
I don't know. It's tough to make that much money. Like, I don't know anyone that's made that much money on a movie.
He is making that much. I'm telling you that. They're going to want him back.
Iron Man films.
He's probably a producer on Iron Man, right? It'd be weird if he wasn't.
I don't know.
Because he's so invested in that.
Well, I mean, dude, look it up and see what comes up. It's rare that actors are producing their own movies.
Not really.
It's...
especially if it gets.
I mean, if you know,
the lead actor is usually involved because he knows especially in this movie, because technically he knows this movie better than the director. Like he knows the characters better than the director knows.
Well, now with Shane Black coming on, he's gonna be fucking awesome. He's gonna make this movie.
That's what I'm saying. Robert Downey Jr. knows more about the Iron Man universe than the Iron Man movie universe than Shane Black. Like he's been on set every day for 2 movies. 3 movies, technically.
Well, it doesn't mean he's going to put money into this whole thing. I mean,
you don't have to put money into it to be a producer.
You can do.
No, they not even a little bit. They throw people's names on the shit all the time.
You put money in
You
to
don't
be a
have
producer.
That's one aspect of producing. They give producer credits out for anyone that has anything to do with the making of the movie.
Then he should be on there. Does it say it? Go to Kasting.
He's not credited as a producer for this film.
No, I mean, I might not be, but you don't have to put money in to be a producer. I mean, look,
you do. You finance the movie.
That's not the only job of a producer.
It's not the only job, but it's crucial that you put money into the movie.
Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier are executive producers on Good Will Hunting. They had nothing to do with the making of that movie. at all. All they did was like hand it over to the Weinstein Company, introduce to the Weinstein Company, and they got exec producers.
Mostly executive and associate producers put some money into the movie, especially if the producers can't back it.
You don't
unless that's like a special credit and it's like, hey, thank you.
That's essentially what executive producer is. It's a special. It's anyone that's involved with the producing of the movie. You don't have to put money in it.
But it's mostly money.
But think about it. Producers, none of the producers put money into it. Pretty much in big Hollywood movies, all the money comes from just big studios.
Yep.
You don't who are some big producers? You think Kathleen Kennedy was putting money into like E.T.? No, she put no money into E.T.
Yeah, but
they handle the money.
But like, if you're going like a indie route or something like that,
we're not talking about indie movies. We're talking about Hollywood Marvel movies.
It's still there is a lot of things. There's money that they put into it.
Hollywood
not all the
put no money into it.
When they run out of budget, they go to other people. That's why there's the executive and associate producers. There's a guy for the Batman movie. I forgot his name, but he always puts in money. I forgot his name. I think it ends with a U. He always
not helpful.
No, it's like Peter Yolson or something. He's a
Dolson? That doesn't end with a U.
No, Yolson.
Oh, okay.
No, he always puts money into the films. All of them.
But why would anyone need to put money into a movie that gets $40 million to be made? Like,
a lot of things go over budget. They go over budget, they go over time, and they need other money. And a lot of people want to be involved into the money.
Think about producer. Main producer credits. That everyone, like the big producers everyone knows. On big giant movies. They're not putting money into those. They just get money because producers handle the money. That's what a producer is. It handles the budget.
The regular producers do. The executive and associate people are like in there. It's like, hey, we ran out of money and the studio's not giving us more.
Exec and associate are anyone that has an ancillary
or
role.
A co-producer or something like that. They put in the money for that.
It's anyone that has an ancillary role in the production of the movie. It could involve putting money in. It could involve introducing it to the right people, bringing it around to the right people.
I mean, there was enough
getting money from other sources.
There you go, other money.
But it's not about putting in money. You don't have to put in money to be a producer. All you have to do is be involved with the production of the movie from an outside point of view.
Well, you need to put in something, because you can't just come up there and be like, hey, I'm here and I know about this.
You can do any... Well, no, first of all, you can't just declare yourself anything.
Well, exactly. It's
the director or people have to give you the credit for being in it. But if you're a big part
of the producer who's getting handed is like this. It's like Kathleen Kennedy who's like, hey, listen, we need this. And it's like, okay, what do I get? I have to get a credit or something. Okay, we'll give you since you gave us all this equipment and gave us this money, we'll give you a co-producer's credit.
Kathleen Kennedy?
No, Kathleen Kennedy saying to the person...
I think you're very confused with what her job was. Like, she was just she was like, I have some cheeseburgers for everybody if you want.
No, but, there was one movie, I forgot what it's called. But it was, they're exploring this cavern, and they go underwater, whatever, and it was a big deal that, what's his name?
Cavern?
No, was it called The Cavern?
I think so. Was it 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
It was, they were making a big deal that James Cameron had the 3D cameras and everything.
Yeah, this might be the one I'm thinking of. I don't think it's the
Cavern. I don't think it's called The Cavern.
Like that.
Yeah, it's some generic title.
Deep Impact.
But he was an executive producer because he gave some of the 3D technology and he gave money into the project.
Yeah, but you don't need to. My point is, you don't need to give money to be any kind of producer.
But it's mostly money.
No, it is. You can get money. You can get connections. You can get it's anything that has to do with the ancillary parts of the movie that don't have to do with the performance or technical aspects. Any contributions, any whether it be physical or negotiable.
Well, if it's a big budget thing, because
first of all, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about big budget movies.
Was Good Will Hunting that much? It was produced It was distributed by Warner Brothers.
Weinstein.
It was distributed by Weinstein Miramax. Miramax and Weinstein probably didn't even give money into that project.
I can't remember. I think they bought the script and then made the movie.
Okay, so whatever they bought the script for, the money that they had for the script, they probably used it all for that, and whoever they could get, it was like, hey, they go around and try to get money.
No, they bought the script and then made the movie. Like, they paid Ben Affleck and Matt Damon for the script, and then they made the movie for whatever, like, $4 million or whatever it was. They didn't use the money they paid for. Like, the Weinsteins made the movie. Or Miramax made the movie. It wasn't the Weinstein company yet.
Or for $4 or $5 million.
I'm guessing it couldn't be more than that for that movie at that time, right?
Or less. Or like, that came out in 1998?
97, 98, something like that.
So, it's like they could have got money from other sources. Even though Kevin Smith might have helped them. Was like, hey, listen, this is really good. Maybe you should look at this.
Yeah, he literally just handed over the script, being like, my friends made this, basically. He wrote this.
But that's like one part, but like the other producers on that thing could have handed Gus Van Sant or Matt Damon or Ben Affleck, whoever else was involved higher up above the line, giving them money to make this movie in case they needed something.
But they didn't. Like, it was like they made the movie. Like,
dude, there's a lot more going on than what you think.
I know, but they gave him like especially that movie was really cheap. But also, I'm saying my point was with that movie specifically was that Kevin Smith, Scott Mosier did no work, gave no money.
Okay, but I'm saying there's also other people that are handing.
That's not my point. Your whole point was that you have to give money to be a producer. My point was you don't have to.
This argument is going fucking nowhere.
I know.
Fast.
He's not seeing it. I know that you can give money to be a producer. That's a big part of it. My point was that that's not.
That's what I was trying to say. That it was a big part of it.
I'm about to play just helpless cat videos to shut you two up.
I mean, if you're paying attention, we're getting to the head. But the whole thing
I clocked out after with this conversation, to be quite honest.
We have to edit this down.
Was
no kidding.
You said at the beginning that you have to give money to be a producer. And that my entire point was that you don't have to.
I'm getting some vodka.
Yeah, yes, most like that's a big part, especially when it comes to indie film and anything that's not big budget. And even in semi-big budget. But that's not the only way to become a producer. That was my singular point.
But you also said the point that he has to be what's his name? I was going to say Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. would have to be a producer on this thing, or he's most likely a producer.
It would surprise me that he's not. Like
a lot of actors don't do that.
No, it's just it's that he got.
Because Tony
Stark got so. I mean, Robert Downey Jr.
He is Tony Stark.
That's literally the point. Is that they're so synonymous with each other, and he does love that part.
No, but you know what?
Like to get involved and be more involved.
But that's another thing. That is totally a different thing now because he's a seasoned actor who's been playing a character for a long time now.
Hang on 1 second. Can you give me water, Jose? Thanks.
He's a seasoned actor who's been playing this part for
7 years.
7 years now, from 2008
or 5 years.
2008 from now.
2008 to now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 5 years.
I keep saying 2006, and that's not right.
No, it's 8.
It's 2008.
Yeah. I always think Dark Knight and
yes.
Yeah. But
I think that was 2008 also.
Yeah, it came out in July.
So I don't know.
So there you go.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But
I don't even know what came out in 2006.
Casino Royale came out in 2006.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Great movie, but not what I'm thinking of.
No, it's just like he knows who the character is. It doesn't necessarily has to be because Christian Bale. It's like he's been playing the character for that long. He's been in 3 movies about it. Doesn't necessarily mean he's part of a producer just because he's developing a character.
No, I know that, but it's that a lot.
This is where the argument originated. So I'm trying to bring it back.
Yeah, but it hasn't been that in a long time. But thank you. A lot of times an actor will want to get more involved because they've been doing it so long they know and they're.
If there's a project, an indie project that's just distributed by a major company and not produced by a major company.
Okay, I'm confused what we're talking about now.
No, with the actors.
Oh, okay.
If the act I know Kevin Spacey is one of them because he did the short thing He was like this ventriloquist guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was a really good short. But he put money into the project because he really liked it. Actors will do that.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is there's like Will Smith. He produces a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think he pays for any of it because he is, he gets $100 million from the studio, makes a movie.
Yeah. So he gets back even more.
He gets a producer credit, and he makes money on it. But they do it a lot because they want to. Hugh Jackman, I think, is producing the Wolverine because he loves.
Because he really wants to do it.
But they don't direct it because that's not their style. But they like to be involved and have creative power. Like they like to have creative power, and that's basically they can't be the director because they're not directors. But they want to be able to put their own input, and the credit they get is producer.
Yeah, well,
and that's literally was my only point. Is that I think he likes that part enough that it surprised me that he's not a producer.
Well, where you see with the and we finally come back, but
this was a 15-minute discussion. Can we move on?
Wait, hold on.
Well, we are moving on.
That's
the point. Is that we're getting to.
But the difference between Iron Man 3 and the Wolverine is that one looked like it wasn't going to get made.
Wolverine?
Yeah, the Wolverine.
If it wasn't... That might, from the trailers, I might be more excited for that. That looks really fucking
From
cool.
Iron Man 3?
I want to see Iron Man 3.
I'm going to pull you. I'm going to pull you on
I want to see Iron Man 3 a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
But it does...
So you're saying that it doesn't look as exciting as Iron Man 3?
No, I want... As Wolverine, you mean?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
No, you said the Iron Man 3. But, whatever. But I want to see Iron Man 3 a lot. But...
Okay.
It looks sort of like Iron Man 2 in 1. Like, it's like, I've seen this.
I don't think it looks like it at all.
And no, not story-wise, but it's like, I'm not seeing anything, it's him flying around in a suit, blasting stuff again. And I like that. I'll watch that forever. If they make Iron Man 157 and they start making new movies every week, and I'll pay $20 to see that.
Which you'll probably have to.
Yeah. Like, I will never put down the Iron Man movies. I love those movies. But the Wolverine looks like something we haven't seen. And first, number one, there's blood. Second of all, it looks like a real Wolverine movie. We've only had one attempt at a Wolverine movie, and it really sucked.
I don't even think that's an attempt. I think that's just an abortion.
It really sucks. And I like Wolverine. And I think, if you look at the characters, Wolverine's a 10 times better character than Iron Man. 100%. If you read comics, Iron Man's just an asshole. That's like his whole deal is he's an asshole.
Well, you know what? Robert Downey Jr. makes a good asshole.
No, Robert Downey Jr. is...
He's a likable asshole.
He's so charming, and he makes an amazing character.
Yeah, but he's still a dick. Yeah, he is.
A little bit.
But,
I mean, comparatively to the comics, it's nothing. It's night and day. But Wolverine is just, just this history alone is a ridiculously good character. But regardless, like I said, I like both of them, but just by the trailers, the Wolverine just looks like something that they haven't done yet. And I'm like, alright, I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for Iron Man also, but it's like...
It's coming out, it's 2-3 weeks?
I'm very excited.
2-3 weeks.
Summer's almost here, guys.
Yeah. Good, because you know what? There's nothing out. There is nothing out.
The box office is doing awful. Really, really awful.
It's in, like, the teens.
Yeah.
Or like, the kind of...
This summer will blow it up like crazy. Yeah, the amount of good movies
once
that come out this summer.
Once May 5th comes around.
It's all gonna...
Yeah.
It's all gonna...
It's all uphill.
I don't know if we mentioned it last week. I think I might have for like 5 seconds, but no kryptonite in the new Superman movie.
Good. A lot of people I'm
in.
Because I saw the thing, and I was like, I gotta check the comments to see what's
the video you mean? Did you see the Zod video?
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool too. But no.
I didn't realize that up until that moment, they didn't announce that it was General Zod. That was all speculation till that moment.
Was it?
Yeah, they said they were denying that it was Zod. Michael Shannon slipped that it was Zod, but nobody was acknowledging it. And in that moment, they were like, "It's Zod."
I thought it was Zod for a long time.
So did I, but apparently Warner Brothers never said it. They never admitted it.
Oh, well,
yeah, we all just thought that it was Zod.
Whatever. But anyway, No, I was looking for after the Kryptonite whole deal because there was the headline. It's like, well, Superman fans might be upset because of this. And I was like, okay, I want to see what this
I think
is.
Superman fans would be happier.
Yeah, I saw the thing, and then I went down to the comments, and everyone's like, good.
Yeah.
I
get it.
He made such a big deal about this in the headline.
I get why there's no Kryptonite, because if it's Kryptonian on Kryptonian action,
why would you have
like
this?
if someone just like runs over like, and then suddenly they're both like drops it in the middle, and they're just like, oh my god, this is horrible.
They're all cringing.
It's not much of a fight.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, this is what I came here to see.
And it will be really nice to see an unstoppable Superman for once.
Mm. And a bearded Superman.
Well, only for a little while.
Well, you'll have it.
I want to know how he shaves, because there's no kryptonite in the movie, and I always just implied he made like a little razor out of kryptonite, and just was like,
He probably bounces back through the mirror and shaves it off.
Yeah, he's done it before.
But no, isn't there Lex Luthor in it?
I've heard no.
I heard
I've
heard rumors that he might show up.
I've heard they have not.
Or if they casted
have not
somebody or somebody like that.
Cast Spacey again. Like 150%. That dude was born to play Lex Luthor.
Besides Kevin Spacey.
He made Lex Luthor in a shitty Superman movie completely likable. And, like, not likable, but fucking Lex Luthor. Like,
He was good.
he was great. In a shitty movie.
In a shitty movie, yes. He didn't. It's unfortunate he did not enhance the shitty movie.
I think he did. Because the parts with Lex.
Oh no, the parts
totally
with
watchable.
oh, they're very enjoyable.
And Parker Posey, you gotta give her credit. She was good.
Oh yeah, they were great. I was gonna say beating off to each other.
That would have been a better movie, I guess.
Bouncing off from each other.
And honestly, Cal Penn was a distraction. Because the whole time
he didn't say anything. He was just there.
Really?
He didn't say a word.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
He never had a line. He was just,
and that was distracting because you're like, is that Kumar?
That is Kumar.
Like, what is he doing? Like,
was this movie shot before that? And he just came on. Like, what's going on here, man?
But what were you saying? Anyway, Lex.
If Kevin Spacey doesn't come back, or it's like, oh, we might get him back, and it's like, oh, he's not coming back. Who would you? Yeah.
It matters what they're going for. If they want to go for like the older traditional Lex.
See, I really like Gene Hackman.
He's too old. And also retired.
Well, no. He's doing Lowe's commercials.
I mean, that's weird. Hackman's great. I mean, he's amazing. I like Spacey better than Hackman because he's darker. But
I think
for those movies was perfect.
I think they were both like on almost the same level as like hokey but charming.
The only difference is like I can see. I mean, Kevin Spacey did stab Superman, but like I can see Kevin Spacey doing horrible things as Lex, and I can't see Gene Hackman. Like Gene Hackman was that sort of like he had the attitude right. It's just the ferocious horribleness.
He can.
He didn't have.
I mean, there's been movies where he can go.
Oh, Gene Hackman definitely can, but I'm saying his Lex Luthor is not that guy.
But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. It really, there's not a lot of like older bald white guys.
Well, we can always make them bald.
But even like older white guys that are that kind
Except Patrick Stewart.
John Malkovich. What?
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, but he could.
John Malkovich. That would be the weirdest thing.
That's what I mean.
I don't want to. That's
crazy. Bruce Willis versus Superman. Make him
I'm not opposed.
Make him like an in-shape Lex Luthor.
I'm really not opposed because I know he could be a great actor, but I don't think so. I like him, but no.
No, that was just because of the bald thing.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. We just need to throw him in another movie.
Actually,
they could make him black.
Oh, they could.
They could make him black. They're making they made Perry White black, and that's just ironic.
Yeah.
Nah, Lex couldn't be black. Lex needs to be in like an asshole white guy.
He can't be an asshole black guy?
No, because he's got to be like the ultimate like what do you call it?
Are you a racist?
He's got to be the man. Like he's got to be the ultimate white collar criminal.
You're saying that black people can't be the man?
No.
Are you a racist cocksucker?
No.
Jose!
No.
Strike him down!
I can't, he's a Jew.
He's got to be the most stereotypical, like, business asshole ever.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's Donald. He's a bald Donald Trump with
Why don't we get Clancy Brown?
Smarter.
The voice from the animated movie would just bring him into the real one.
I thought he was the voice from the animated show.
The animated show?
Yeah, okay. I was going to say James Marsters played him in a couple of movies.
No, I didn't say movie. I thought I said shows.
Oh, whatever. I thought you said movies. Whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Movies?
like Superman Doomsday and Superman vs. the Elite.
Oh,
Superman, all those. All-Star Superman.
I'm talking about the real shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like them to because, I mean, I would, if it was like, we're going to make the movie about Lex again, have Lex as the villain.
James Franco.
Or no Lex at all, I would be like, no Lex at all.
What the fuck, Dave?
He's been in too many of them.
He'll probably show up.
But yeah, I'm like, if you throw him in, even as like, they show like the spaceships attacking whatever's going on, and
they'll probably be LexCorp
if you see LexCorp and you see him in like the window or something,
that's enough.
That'd be fantastic. And set him up for that. Like, I think you need to set him up and make him a real villain. Stop with this fucking real estate scam shit.
What about this? Like, after the whole attack, there's like alien like ships and like tech and everything, and he comes in and brings it in, and it's LexCorp. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Or even just show show Superman leaves, and you see like LexCorp vans and trucks pulling up, and that'd be great.
If that happens, taking out my phone, I am calling you up in the theater. It happened! I called it!
I'm just like, I know, Dave, I'm here too.
You're right next to me. You just wasted my minutes.
Yeah. I mean, Nolan officially not involved with the Justice League movie. I knew it wasn't.
Good?
I like his... Like,
he's got to go on to bigger and better things.
Yes, yeah. And I don't necessarily like him being involved in comic book movies. I don't. Like, I like his movies, but the Justice League needs to be comic book as hell. You can't make the Justice League realistic.
It's kind of got to be like Avengers.
Yeah, you can't do it like real and realistic and gritty. It's like, this is...
And the reason why he signed up for this one was because he really... He loved Superman more than he loved Batman.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
And I heard there was just no chance of a Superman movie at the time.
Yeah. He had to do all these to do this.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Since the third Batman movie wasn't well developed, I feel like he had more time developing this story. Hopefully.
Superman, it's tough. It's tough. Like, I'm glad they're putting Zod, because his biggest flaw has always been
he's fighting just a person.
Yeah.
We need
or
to...
it's like a mental thing. Like, we need...
It's time to see a physical...
To buy into Superman, I think you need to see him beat the ever-loving shit out of something.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm with them, send me on emotional journeys.
It's not enough to see, like, oh, a plane's falling out of the sky, or he's got to catch...
And I love that.
A falling building. But it doesn't show what he can really do.
And also, like, I think you need to build up a certain amount of, like, Iron Man... In the first movie, kicks ass. He goes all out, like, does awesome stuff, and you're like, all right, that was really cool. Now I'm with this character.
Yeah.
Like, I think there needs to be a certain amount of action for you to want to be along for the ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now,
like you can go.
Oh, and it's like, well, say if this does really successful. I think it will. Just by the title alone, it's just like, it mentions change. Because the Dark Knight... Man of Steel. People went fucking crazy when they called it the Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, a title change like that gives people fucking
both simultaneously.
What?
Dark Knight and Man of Steel.
Good.
It's just Man of Steel took fucking forever to get made.
It's just that, yeah, it was... It feels like a change.
It is the first Superman movie not just to be called Superman something.
And that was the first Batman movie to be
Not
called
Batman,
yeah.
That's true.
So it's like this whole big like renewal, and like I feel like that's gonna
They should put out like Emerald Knight or something.
Yeah.
Forget that it was Green Lantern.
But it's like, would you want to see like Brainiac, or would you rather see Doomsday or Apocalypse?
It's
and, like,
rough. Superman's rough because
his
guys are all really animated. Like, take out other than Lex and Zod, and like, you know,
Brainiac's
backup characters.
Brainiac's kind of pretty animated.
That's what I mean. Brainiac.
Oh.
Doomsday, Darkseid. You know, even Mr. Mixoplex, Metallo. They were all like really big, cartoony kind of thing, and we're at the CGI level that we can do it.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's time to do this.
Yeah, like I think it's Superman's time.
It's no time to pussyfoot around this thing anymore.
And Superman he's the first superhero. He's the original superhero. He is, under much debate, but he's the most powerful, the best person who's ever lived.
Well, it isn't debatable. It is. He was, right? He was just the first.
Oh no, he is the first. Well, there's like all these little like a lot of people are like, well, fucking.
You got there's
Ravager comics numbers, just like random thing that was that could be super like. Superman,
but you know what? He's the most popular. He was fucking Superman.
He created the term superhero. There's actually I was listening to something recently. Apparently, DC has some sort of copyright on the term superhero, and they just have an agreement with Marvel that they let them use the term superhero, but they technically own the word.
Wow. Wasn't it Stan Lee that said that on an interview?
Stan Lee said that. I mean, if he says that, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Excelsior! But, see, we're not sucking Batman's dick, we're sucking Superman's dick. Fuck you.
That's much harder.
That's, yeah.
I really do love Superman, though. He's much, like, Batman, it's so easy for people to love Batman, because he's just the dark, like, and people
well, everybody likes
badass,
Batman
though.
because he's, like, fucking badass.
And, and everyone wishes they could be Batman, not, like...
Because
I was reading something, they asked, like, a certain amount of people... if you could be Superman or Batman, which would you rather be? And
Batman.
And like overwhelmingly, people said Batman because for 3 different reasons or something. One, like people wanted that experience of like beating up criminals and stuff.
Yeah.
2, the money was literally what was the reason for a lot of the people. And
Fair
3, being Superman would be too much of a responsibility.
Huh. That's still a responsibility from Batman.
Not really.
Not much, but there's still a responsibility.
There's like real gratification. Like Superman, literally the whole world relies on you. And you also have like Superman has the ability to end world hunger, end war, and like
he doesn't have sausage vision.
No,
as far as we know,
he can make the deserts fertile. He can make he can make peace instantly, just destroying all weapons. And he has to choose to let us do that.
That was in Superman 4.
Yeah, that was a quest for peace. I know he threw all the nukes into the sun.
Yeah,
but that's always been a thing. It's like, why doesn't he do that? It's because if he starts doing that, how are we even a people?
That's kind of a
what's the
martial
point of
law.
Life?
Yeah.
Not even martial law, but it's just like if he solves all our problems, what are we doing as a people?
He's kind of a supreme ruler.
No, not even that. That obviously that's
if he's making decisions, it's like for everyone.
Yes, but even the good, like I said, like ending world hunger, just giving out all food, like food to everyone, so everyone can eat forever. Building a house for every single person in the world, which would take him an afternoon. Rerouting rivers so everyone has enough clean water. Like he can just make everyone's lives awesome.
Fixing some guy's plumbing.
Yeah, every problem. But it's just like, what would be the point of living? What would be the point of progressing as a human species if Superman just took care of everything? Obviously, yeah, he could be the, benevolent dictator and just rule us all. But that's a different way.
We making a god comparison? Yes.
Yes, we are.
But let's move on.
I'm going to apologize for not being that involved with this episode. I will admit, though, I did make a Twitter for our podcast in the process of all this.
You made a Twitter?
Yes.
So we can twat to our one fan?
To us?
To us and ourselves?
to us who follow him?
Yeah.
Well, I will admit, I do have the account following all those members on the podcast who have Twitters.
Oh, bueno.
Nice.
Yes. So at least I'm doing something in all of this.
Yes.
But yeah, unfortunately, I have nothing interesting talking about.
Spoof movies.
Oh, yeah. So...
Need to end.
Yeah.
Oh, no, even that I can agree with.
Scary Movie 5 has gotten a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a fucking low-ass score.
On IGN, it just said it got a 1, and it was like, this movie gave me cancer.
And not the good kind.
But, like, that movie 43...
That was confusing that many famous people got involved in that.
They got roped in and tricked.
Yeah.
You know why?
How big was that dump truck of money?
I don't think so, because that didn't seem like a very big budget, you know.
A lot of them knew a lot of people who would be like, oh yeah, we could do this. And then,
I think it was a lot of like, well, if you do this, then we can greenlight this.
Yeah. Just that, the haunted house.
Yeah, it's. I mean, thank God we haven't seen like an epic movie, date movie, superhero movie. Like, there's been a few years since we've gone past those.
Oh, they're gonna come back. They are gonna come back. This
but
is
I don't
just.
know. I think with the how bad Scary Movie bombed
it is a pretty low.
Well,
budget
you know
movie.
what?
20 mil.
They don't care because you know how much they spent on that. Probably like $2 million, and they made like 12.
It really bumped. Check Scary Movie 5's budget.
It was a $20 million budget. It's made 14 so far.
So they're close.
They're down though, like weeks.
They expected this. I mean, the
movie's been out for 4 days.
Scary Movie 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out last week.
April 12th was the release date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's still not good at all.
It's gonna it's
for 14.
An opening weekend of 14 for a scary movie. Like those used to gross in like the hundreds of millions.
The fourth one wasn't that good,
but it still grossed like 126.
Yes, okay. But it's been a long time. Again, you said before we were talking that the Wayne brothers weren't involved.
Here's the time gap.
They were only involved in
the first one was 2000, the second one was 2001, third one was 2003, fourth one was 2006, and now 7 years later.
Yeah, it's like no one was screaming for another scary movie.
I agree. I'm just saying this. This is it's
holy shit.
But for $20 million,
that's actually I'm really surprised they didn't throw more money at that.
Well, the first one.
I agree. Good. But the other two were pretty.
The first one was 19 million with nearly 280 million.
Well, what did the fourth one make?
Yeah, and how much did it cost?
Well, I'm gonna go down the list.
No, just skip to the fourth one.
Second one was. Well, I need to be involved somehow. Damn it!
God damn it!
So this is the best I can do right now. Second one was 45 million, made half of what the first one made, so 140 million.
Yeah, that's still
okay.
More than that's still 100.
Third one had a $48 million budget and made 220 million, so it actually made more. It made more than the second.
I really liked the second one.
Fourth one.
Yeah, first two were great.
Fourth one did pretty good as well. $40 million budget, 178 million.
What? But look at that. They dropped
the
budget in half.
Wait,
no, the budget doubled.
No, between 4 and 5. If you said 5, it was 20 million.
Yeah, but that was also because of the freaking 7-year gap.
What was 3 and 4 again?
3 was they were both 45 million.
What was the budget?
And they made 170 for the fourth one.
They averaged at 200 million, which is kind of a big ass number.
But compared to this is a bomb.
Well, I think people were getting sick of
it. And I am on the American people's side with this. But
what?
But I'm on their side. I'm glad it's happening.
Yeah.
But it's just
you expected more because the studio says like, hey, like listen,
I don't think
we expected this to open like this.
I think,
but
you know what? We
don't
more than this. This is rough.
I don't think so because you know what? Some of that stuff looks like it was shot a year before with the Inception stuff.
I mean,
they have Black Swan.
It's always like that. They always are like a year out. Remember, like what was it? Epic movie. They had like a Napoleon Dynamite joke. Like 7 years after Napoleon Dynamite.
But like,
it was like who was?
But you know what? They
didn't they get a TV?
But who would laugh at all this
series not too long ago?
That was way after that movie.
They have a Rise of the Planet of the Apes jokes in there.
I mean, that's fine-ish, I guess. I don't know why you would make that
exactly.
joke, but
exactly.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, the only thing this really had going for it, and this is not funny to me, but is that they got Charlie Sheen, and he's making fun of himself.
He's probably in it for like a minute.
I think he's like, I think he's in for a little more. I think he's like a not main character, but like he's the main person on the poster.
And probably 10 million went to him. But like I said, I don't even think the studio was expecting that much for this movie because it seemed like it was just thrown out there. It's like, let's just throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah, I guess.
Pretty much.
It's gotta be.
And I'm serious. It's probably gonna drop really hard. Like next week. Yeah, it's
dropped from 14.
No, it's
where
no.
was
Like
I'm guessing that was his opening weekend, by the way, because I'm guessing they don't count like.
No, they don't.
Yesterday,
They don't. They don't count days afterward.
Yeah.
But like, it'll probably make a little over 20, and then they.
Yeah, I guess over a week. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It was number 2 in the box office.
Yeah, I knew it lost.
No, but I didn't realize it was that high in the box office.
Well, there's nothing really out.
No, but dude, Scary Movie 5 isn't number 1 its opening weekend. That's a big deal. It always has been.
Its competition was kind of a big deal of a movie, which was 42, the Jackie Robinson movie.
Yeah.
Which I want to see.
Yeah, me too. It looks great.
So, honestly, in all fairness...
But for popularity reasons, like for mass...
But like I said, there's been a huge gap.
Yes,
no one...
yes.
Have you been like,
But
I want to fuck Batman and fuck Iron Man?
Scary movies. A lot of stupid people do. And
No, you're right.
as
A
we
lot
all
of stupid
know,
people
the
do.
masses are asses.
But you know what? If it's not been out for a while, people kind of like, oh, there's a scary movie out.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for that. It's
Eh.
so good. But
because you know what? They probably...
Just a quick side note. Isn't Wreck-It Ralph on DVD already?
Yeah.
How the fuck is it number 38 still?
Because they're probably showing it in some theaters.
But, they probably... Audiences like that probably had, like, a great time seeing a haunted house.
Yeah.
And then after seeing the trailer for this, really? Doing this?
Yeah, it kind of... especially because they got Cat Williams to be in it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, where was he in Haunted House? Like, that was... like, that sort of seemed like his movie.
Yeah. It's...
Whatever. I mean, but yeah, 42 I really want to see.
I heard some good things. Huh?
Wow, Harrison Ford looks weird.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
I want to see him just because of that reason.
Yeah.
I saw a clip where he's like, you don't sound like Harrison Ford, but I fucking love you.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, does everybody want to know what the total gross of The Hobbit is right now since it's in 18th week since release?
Why not?
18.
Is it?
It's been out for 18 weeks. It's made over 300 million.
Huh.
Came out in
domestic, you mean?
I don't know if this is domestic or...
I mean,
It's probably
because across the
domestic.
billion mark. So.
Yeah, it's domestic.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, I'm guessing the UK
It came out
and Australia did better.
It came out in December.
Not Australia. Yeah, December.
Oz beat Wreck-It Ralph in terms of box office numbers.
That's not great for Wreck-It Ralph because Oz came out like a month ago.
Yeah,
Well-
I know, right?
6 weeks, yeah. People seem to really like it.
Yeah, it was goodish.
Not a lot of great things are coming out.
Yeah.
It's
Not
just
for the next few weeks.
Yeah. I'm just looking at...
not for the next few weeks, but since January to now, it's
Rough, yeah.
it's been pretty rough.
Agreed.
Well, take a look at this. The most recent movies that came out. These are the...
What are the big...
there are 10 movies out right now within their first week of release. Into the White. Stop me if you ever knows what the fuck these are.
I don't know.
American Meat.
Don't. No.
It's a Disaster.
No.
The Angel Share.
No.
Nope.
Fist of Legends.
Nope.
Not Today.
Nope.
No.
To the Wonder.
Wait.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that one.
Maybe.
Disconnect.
Nope.
Scary Movie 5 and 42. Those are the 10 movies that came out last weekend.
What was that Ryan Gosling movie that came out?
Beyond the Pines.
Yeah.
Place Behind the Pines.
Yeah.
That movie dragged on.
You saw it?
It was long, and it was... You've seen it before.
Everyone was saying it was the spiritual successor to Drive.
Well, yeah, because
it was him playing.
It's him playing this almost the same character.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with Ray Liotta. He's playing a crooked.
Drive was awesome.
Drive was awesome. But no, did you see the trailer for Only God Forgives?
Yes.
That's a spirited sequel to Drive. Huh?
I could see that.
Yeah. My friend, he was describing the plot to me. He was like, well, he's a kickboxer. He was like, no, after he killed Albert Brooks, he left to Korea and he became a kickboxer. And he has to save his mother.
That's funny.
Fuck you, that's not the plot.
It is now. That's really funny.
And it looks great. I got that song on iTunes for the trailer. I was like, fuck it, I want to get this 'cause it's awesome. But no, he's taking a break. I was going to say retiring.
Yeah, he's taking. I mean, it makes sense. He's been on like overdrive for a few years.
And same with Leo. He had enough.
He's got to recuperate and be like, why can't I get a fucking Oscar?
He's not getting one, and it's hurting me.
Nominated?
He's been nominated a million times.
Yeah, no, I thought so, but I wasn't like I knew it was either he was never nominated or wasn't never got one. But it's crazy. He's been every movie he's like ever been in has been nominated for an Oscar.
I think he's going to be, besides Great Gatsby, I think he's doing like one or two more. One with Scorsese and then one with somebody else. And then he's going to be like, I'm going to be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Good for him. Because it's like, fuck you. I don't even think he went to the Oscars this year.
Yeah.
It's just like, screw this shit. Christoph Waltz called him up. He's like, hey, Leo, you fucked up.
Yeah, did you know apparently he wanted, Quentin wanted him for that role? First, he wanted,
Leo to be in that role?
to be that role.
I didn't even
And he said no. And then they
he
moved
picked
him over to to that villain or whatever.
I think he was the greatest part of that entire movie.
I still have not seen it.
I think you should see.
I'm planning on seeing it. This isn't like I'm against Django Unchained.
It came out today.
Yeah. It came out today
On DVD.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yeah. I guess it is Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
We always record on Tuesday. But
now they know how to find us. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna see it. It's just it hasn't happened. You know, like that stuff just sort of gets away from me sometimes.
It's like It's like hey Dave, I get you the Django Unchained Blu-ray. It's like that's cool. I would skip to where Leo is.
Really?
I would, because I think he's the most interesting part. I think he's the most developed character. There's this great part in the beginning when we're almost introduced to him. Like they're going to this place. It's like, well, this is where your wife is, and he's holding her. So we're gonna meet him. And he goes up, and this guy's introducing. It's like he likes to be called Monsieur Candy, but he doesn't speak French. And if you speak French to him, you'll just get embarrassed. And I thought that was just perfect. I was like, that's great. And like his stuff, like he's evil, but he's stupid. Like he's the product of his time, and it's like I can't blame him for that.
Yeah.
But he's just an evil dickhole.
Like he doesn't see himself as being evil.
Yeah, he doesn't see himself as he's protecting what he owns. He's just doing the things that he was just brought up doing. And that's what I felt like the most interesting character out of everyone.
Well, I heard like immediately, like everyone online was just like Christoph Waltz should not have been up for supporting character.
We had this discussion.
But yeah, he should have been up for actor because he was essentially
the main character. Jamie Foxx kind of stood there.
He was a blank slate.
Yeah, it was.
But whatever. Yeah, we don't need to go.
Yeah, I don't want to do this again. Painful memories.
On an unrelated note, you guys want to touch upon a hot topic issue?
Sure.
Hot topic.
Fucking West-boro's at it again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the
Boston tragedy. I mean,
they're picketing the funeral thing.
Yeah,
right?
they do every.
I've just lost my patience with these people.
No, you can't. You just gotta ignore them. All they want is attention.
Well, I just saw a freaking promotion saying mail your dog shit to their address.
Yeah, do that. That's fine.
I'm gonna mail my own shit.
Well, don't do that. That's gross.
No, I'm going to mail my shit to them because I am fucking sick of these people.
Go for it. They're not gonna
keep in mind I'm drunk, by the way. I just had like 6 shots of vodka in that cup.
All right, but they don't care.
In your Gumby cup?
No,
Gumby.
in a manly mug. Fuck you, Dave.
But yeah, I mean, they
hate
want
these
the
people.
attention. They just do. That's what they live off of. That's what they feed off of. If nobody had paid attention to them, they would just be in their little town with their signs, and nobody would give two shits. But the media decided to pick up on it, and now everyone's looking at them.
Yeah.
Well, I will admit that I did find out something funny today, and that's about the person who. Now I'm calming down already. I don't know. I was kind of half pissed off while you guys were talking earlier because I read part of the article and just can't say anything to people. But I also found out that someone is being the ultimate troll to them.
Yeah.
Right across the street from their house, wherever the fuck they live, is a guy who painted their house in the most rainbow colors possible with a rainbow colored beetle that says "fag bus" on it.
Fag bus.
Yeah. Oh, I also saw online Anonymous said if they picket the people's funerals, basically they should expect retaliation.
You really think they're gonna? Well, I don't know much about these people. You really think? I don't know anything. I know who they are, but you really think they're gonna have the fucking balls to go all the way up to Boston and do that?
Yeah, they do it all the time.
All right, well then do
I'm
whatever.
actually
That's their thing. Is they go picket like soldiers' funerals. They go picket like children's funerals.
Soldiers' funeral? What?
They will pick at any funeral.
Yeah, because soldiers are the what do you call it? Like tools of the government. They hate the government.
They also hate everything else.
Yeah, well, yeah, they pretty much
Do
much
they hate
everything.
themselves? Like
No, it's just anyone that doesn't adhere to their like crazy religious beliefs, and the government,
do
are
they
a
not
bunch
realize
of-
that the
a bunch of-
government is
the government, allow fags in the military and military, and to a degree they hate the military because the military kills people, and thou shalt not kill is in the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, but also thou shalt love thy neighbor, and they clearly don't follow that shit.
They ignore that apparently.
No, their version of love, they claim they love you. They like I've heard them say it too. They're like, no, we love you, but that's why we want to save you from hell because you're going to hell. And like we by telling you this, like that we're trying to save you. That's literally what they believe. And like that's not a lie. They're not lying when they say it. They completely
Here's my
believe
question.
what they're saying.
How is Child Protective Services not taking away those kids yet?
Because they don't abuse them. They
mental
teach,
abuse.
just have bad moral values.
They teach them the wrong things, but they don't mentally abuse them. They don't make them they don't belittle to outside enough that people say like the kids who have left the church say there's a lot of abuse going on.
Well, I'm pretty
They'll say
sure there's a lot of
openly,
mental abuse, not physical.
But it's nothing that you can like. There's nothing openly that there is physical abuse, but
No.
that's just what that's all hearsay. You can't. There's nothing that they could prove to.
Lawyer tip.
Yeah, there's nothing. There are lawyers that have been going after these guys for decades now, trying to get them shut down, trying to get them get their religious. Like their tax exemption taken away, trying to get
Yeah, they get all this shit and they protest the government. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you. Do you
Wasn't
even
there-
know how the system works?
yeah, and they're exploiting it. I mean, Fred Phelps, who's not really in control these days, but he was the one that started. He's an extremely intelligent man, and he knew how to work every angle.
Dickholes.
And unless you're gonna go on the it's really I hate these people, but if it was up to me, everyone should just ignore them and stop paying attention to them, and that would be great. And if they protest someone's funeral, just either ignore them or do what they did in.
Oh, what was the whole thing? Did they do anything for 9/11 or whatever? They must have.
They were not. They were not that
Prominent
They were
back
not
then.
prominent back then. They were in their little town. I'm sure they
Yeah,
said
they
stuff,
probably did
but I don't
something.
think they went to New York. Now they would probably go to New York, and they talked about 9/11 and that it was an act of God kind of thing.
Planes correct. Man,
No, but it's not. It's not like God doing it. It's God giving the an idea. It's what we deserve. And, it's that kind of stuff.
Sorry, I just found a ridiculous little picture related to this whole topic. It's a picture of three people of West-boro in hell, holding signs that what God hates, and then there's Satan saying, "As it turns out, God actually hates small-minded, bigoted, blind fanatics."
Well, we'll find
Yeah,
out soon
whatever.
enough.
I mean, I don't believe in an afterlife, so it's not really a big deal to me. But the only thing that bugs me about them is when they pick at kids' funerals. Honestly, soldiers' funerals don't even bother me because if you're a grown person, just ignore them. But I do feel bad for grieving parents and stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, it's a kid.
Did Anonymous make a threat to these people a while back?
Yeah, they took down their websites.
Are they gonna? Do you think there's gonna be a follow up?
Yeah, there was a tweet. Yeah, there was a tweet from the West-boro people saying that they plan to.
No, I mean,
I know. Listen, they plan to picket the Boston funerals, and Anonymous tweeted response: "If you picket that funeral, there's going to be retaliation."
I pray to God something does happen. Actually,
they nuke them.
Not nuke. That's kind of difficult to do. But I honestly want to see something happen. Not death, because I don't wish it upon anybody.
Oh, I mean, I think I would kill most of the. I mean, I wish most of the adults in the West-boro Baptist Church would die. I have no problem with you.
No, you know what? Just people need to get hit sometimes.
That's the only thing that will. Well, no. If you hit them, it doesn't work. The only thing that would work is
no,
or you ignore them. There's only two options.
Well, no. You gotta go.
Anonymous is gonna do something though.
This is what's great about Batman.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill you, but he beats you into a bloody pulp where you can't walk for like.
See now I'm with the Batman jerk off because we need someone like Batman to dick the shit out of these people.
I mean, if it was me and I had Anonymous's power, I would basically just take their money.
You would take that gavel and just be like,
bad,
whack-a-mole, whack-a-West-boro,
whack-a-fanatic.
These fucking fanatics.
But
man.
I've watched a couple documentaries on them, and it's terrifying. And not what the adults say. It's the kids. The kids are absolutely terrifying because they they'll be like a 7-year-old kid outside holding a sign, and like the person with the camera will be like, "Oh, so what are you out here doing today?" And they're like, "Oh, we're protesting whatever." Just and like, "Oh, well, what are you guys protesting about?" And they'll be like, "Oh, well, not the fags. Should all go to hell." And then that they're all.
They're 7-year-old kids. They don't even know. They're manipulated into doing this.
It's absolutely terrifying, and that's how these people end up believing it so much because. Fred Phelps, when he started, he was just an old angry guy that believed, he was a pastor that was too conservative.
He was an old angry white guy.
Yeah, and he started teaching his kids that, and they started teaching their kids that, and that's how it becomes, truth. It becomes truth to those people.
I want to do an experiment. Does it
involve a gun?
No, it doesn't.
Bullets?
No guns.
And Fred Phelps' face.
Maybe. But no,
I'll call in some favors.
It's like you set up like an experiment with like kids. Like, listen, this is real. Give them like Superman and Batman. Like these people ruled the earth. Now they're gone.
Yeah,
there's nobody left. But this is who
make
shaped
them a religion, us.
And now we're depicting them in movies and make them all
Well, that's what they say. If we go to like nuclear holocaust and everyone dies,
like that's the religion.
In 1,000 years, people could find Superman and Batman statues or equate them with religion. Like it's the same thing. Like nobody really
especially Superman.
Pretty much they're like, yeah, you don't think the Greeks believed Zeus was sitting up there, right? It's a morality tale. And that's what comic books are. They're morality tales with larger than life people.
They are, and with the whole Greek god things, there weren't really any gods. They were just playing off of the whole thing. They were like making their own things, like in the plays and whatever. And people really
there were real gods. There were gods. They weren't alive. But
oh no,
they were.
What was that?
That was their religion.
I was gonna say they had like Zeus, but the people who wrote the plays. They gave them personalities.
Yes.
And that's how they believed them.
All you knew was that Zeus was the father of the heavens, Hera was his wife.
But then there was all these stories.
Was the ocean guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
yes, very much. I didn't believe that. That was Shakespeare made up Zeus. Like, no. That's like saying Shakespeare made up Jesus.
Don't know.
Pretty sure Shakespeare didn't make up Jesus. I would love it if he did. Pretty sure he did.
He comes back and is like, listen, I made up Jesus. Can we move on?
It wasn't true. I was trying to make a good play.
Now watch my play, much to do about nothing. That is all. It's like, it's fucking crazy people out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the craziest thing to me, and I've said this to many people, and everyone's like, "What do you mean?" It disturbs. I can't figure it out.
Why
like,
people go see Scary Movie 5. I understand.
Yes! Like, how do you find that funny? Why a Honey Boo Boo joke in a scary... No.
What?
Yeah,
there probably is.
No, there is. You didn't see the trailer?
I
the box opens and she, like, comes out the side man, and it's like, I holler for $1, Honey Boo Boo child.
No, but I just go on, whatever you're saying. I hijacked.
No, it's like, a guy just set off a bomb, 2 bombs at a marathon
race.
How has some crazy person not turned their crazy on the West-boro folks, or on bad people? Why is there no Batman? Is pretty much my How is Jose can attest to this because I say this every fair amount. How come nobody tries to be Batman?
Well,
people try.
No, I'm not talking about Phoenix Jones.
Don't say his name 3 times.
Phoenix Jones! Phoenix Jones! Phoenix Jones! I just did it.
I'm not talking about Phoenix Jones, the walking down the street and pepper spraying folks that are getting into fights. Why has there been no real attempt to be Batman? There are a lot of fucked up people in this world.
Because they don't have the resources.
And there's drug. You don't need the Batmobile and all the. Oh man, Raiders off.
Yeah, it's got that already.
But well, you need to be in shape.
Yes.
You need to be in top physical shape.
You know how many ex Army Marines and stuff get out and they're in their prime and they're just why? And there has to be at least one who's rich.
Because you have one out of thousands.
Yes, but there's got to be one who's rich that's I want to continue making a difference.
Yeah, but you also forget one key thing, and I think everybody does. You have to be a little crazy.
Yes.
Actually, no, not a little bit. You have to be very crazy.
And I'm not even saying be Batman in that you're I swear off guns. I'm
Punisher
and wearing a yeah. Why hasn't someone been the Punisher? Why are they always killing innocent people? Is my question. Why is there nobody?
Because those crazy people that are setting off these bombs probably have more what the fanatics are doing.
Yeah, the bombs that was a fanatic, probably anti-government thing. But
at a marathon,
it was tax day, and it was also tax is a big thing.
Well, I know taxes are a big thing, but at a marathon to do that.
But it's also it was a big public event. It's to show it.
Then blow up
I know
an IRS building or something
I agree,
like that.
But I could see I could see the idea.
Yeah.
And then also it was the history. It was the anniversary of the Oklahoma bombing, and it's the anniversary of Waco, Texas.
Oh, that happened in the same day?
Well, not in the same day, but in years past, different years.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Like Oklahoma bombing happened because it was the anniversary of Waco, Texas.
So they just keep going off that.
Yeah.
It's I can't do that. I can't set up this uranium bomb cake because it's not the anniversary of the Waco, Oklahoma, Boston. Is that going through the mind of the person?
The next one it's gonna be am I really just gonna jump on the bandwagon?
It's you guys are really fucking predictable.
Yeah, but my whole point was how in the whole country. And Americans, we could say with a fair amount of certainty, Americans are a little more fucked up than, mentally, than the rest of the world.
You know what? I think we talk a lot of shit, but I think it's a good thing.
We're all pussies.
We're all sane, pussy individuals. We're you know what? I don't feel like killing people.
But how do we get one? We get, thousands every year that kill people. Why don't we get one crazy guy that we can all get behind? That's all we need.
Would you really want to back a crazy person?
If he was the Punisher, hells yeah. I don't want to be in the room with him. I will be that guy on...
Well, you have nothing to fear.
Remember the Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Remember the end where they're interviewing people about him? And there's that one black dude that's oh, if you give me a gun, I'm ready to get my bed. I'm ready to get busy.
Well, it's you say Super?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. That guy, he's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And would you really want to get behind someone who is that fucked up?
You don't that dude, but you don't have to be that crazy.
You're gonna have to be that crazy.
You could be the Punisher. That like
the Punisher, he's
very crazy.
He's very crazy, but he doesn't speak like he's fucking nuts.
That's what I mean. Like, but I get behind the Punisher. 100%.
So what we established is you like crazy as long as you don't open your mouth.
I think when you open your mouth, you say things that turn people against you. If you just silently go around killing bad guys, that's what we all want.
That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do.
No. This is gonna go out to the world, so no.
Jose, you've been drinking.
Least not unlike.
I would like to specify that I have no plans on doing this anytime soon.
Me neither.
In all seriousness, neither do I. I'm just drunk, guys.
Maybe Alex.
I'm just trying to contribute to this podcast because clearly I'm not saying shit.
Alex will, because he's the Gimp. But
he already has a job. He doesn't have to kill people.
He's the new superhero, the Gimp.
Well, Christopher Mintz-Plasse is the motherfucker.
Yeah.
That looks good.
No, I don't like that book. I don't like.
The book
2 was very, very.
The book was a cash-in.
It was. So was the movie. The movie's all based off the book.
Yeah, but it looks.
But just
good.
things that happen in the book, like the motherfucker, like kills a whole bunch of kids, and just this really graphic scene that was just like it was not necessary.
Well, Mark Millar is.
No, I mean it was worse than shit he normally does. Like it was completely like I was reading it, I literally was just like I'm done. Like it was one of those unsavory moments.
Yeah, I can imagine why.
But yeah, crazy people.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand how we haven't seen one person.
Well, that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing for the human race.
No, I would love if there was one crazy person that was taking on criminals. And you know what? I also think about it, I'm like, maybe there is. Maybe they're just not good at their job.
Maybe they're fucking up royally right now.
Maybe there's a ton of them, and they keep getting killed.
Or they're so damn good, not even the media picks up on them.
Then they're not good. They're still
they're pretty
I'm trying to be optimistic, damn it.
That's giving them too much credit.
I know.
But to be honest, the West-boro Baptist Church, they shouldn't die. They've done nothing worthy of death. They're just loudmouth assholes.
They are.
They have done nothing physically
I wouldn't mind
wrong
strapping them
bad.
to chairs and electrocuting them.
Oh, you want to go Liam Neeson on
their
their
ass? You are being
ass?
100 times worse than they've
No, nothing lethal, just painful.
You're torturing them. They've done nothing except exercise their freedom of speech. What they say is absolute horseshit and terrible.
And it
but they
makes
have
you
done
angry.
nothing but talk. And that's the truth of the matter is if anyone ever did anything physical against them, they already did something way worse than what those people do.
So what if we just force them to watch? What if we just strap them to chairs and force them to stay in It's a Small World for 24 hours?
Did you
minimum
hear about that guy?
That's actually where I got the idea.
Did you hear about that guy? Yeah,
I heard it was a while ago.
He sued Disney. And got $8,000.
Yeah, I heard about that. But that's where I got the idea from, honestly.
Yeah,
8,000?
I know. Yeah.
Well, it's Disney. They have good-ass lawyers, so...
No, Disney usually just pays off people.
And he was handicapped. He couldn't even get out of the car, and they gave him $8,000.
I feel like suing them just because they did that. They paid him $8,000.
Wait, that's all they paid him? That was.
I think it was a settlement.
The settlement was $8,000?
Yeah.
You can get more for, some, Mickey Mouse bumping into your car.
I think it was. I think the reason for that would be because the fact that the technicality in question was something that was developed before a law was made, so they got grandfathered into the system.
They have the handicapped guy on one of their rides.
It was.
No, what it was is that the ride was built before there was a handicap accessible law enforced in theme parks.
I'm aware, but I'm saying unless he had the shittiest lawyer ever, he should have gotten at least.
Well, no, they settled it out of court. I don't know.
Yeah, but again, because of that, they get grandfathered into a certain way, so they don't have to remodel the ride because of that law. Therefore, that ride does not have to follow the law, technically speaking. So there is no legality issues behind it.
Dude, your legality issues is that they left a guy. That's not legal.
I forgot what the thing was, but it stopped. People were evacuated. They told him that they were going to come back and get him. The guy is paralyzed from waist, from head down, I believe, and he was just stuck there for a half hour. Bless you.
So it wasn't horrendous. A half hour is not the worst thing in the world.
A half hour
And you're
in a
paralyzed?
small world? Paralyzed? Or are you fucking kidding me?
Was the
That's
music-
a Joker. Like
Yeah,
that's a Joker torture.
Wait, was the music still running?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's
Don't make me hurt you.
Help me!
It's not like he was just stuck on the boat, like on the ride, and like nothing was going on. Everything stopped. No, the music was still playing, going over and over again.
Well, why'd they evacuate everyone?
I forgot.
I
the
think they
reason.
walked
I
out
think
on
there
their
was a
own.
fire or something.
No, I think
Well, that's great. Then they left the handicap.
no. I believe the people walked out on their own will.
In the middle of a ride.
No,
You can't do that.
there was an evacuation thing that was specifically said, and they didn't come back and get him.
Yeah, because if you would have to be at the end of the ride to walk out, and then they would just get you out. because you're at the end of the ride.
It stopped at the end of right before the end of the ride. So he was at the
So you
big.
could see
he
the
wa-
light at the top.
Yeah, he was at the big finale for 30 minutes, and he only got $8,000. Bullshit.
That seems crazy to me.
Like, you think the mouse has some money to throw around?
They usually do too. Like they usually do. They're pretty.
I mean, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not 8,000, but
Last I heard, it was 8,000.
8,000.
But
Let's
yeah, it's low.
Like
Very
I
low.
could go into like the Wahlbaum's parking lot, get hit by a car, and sue for more money than that.
But you know what? He probably also got free unlimited rides for a small world.
Wait, hold the phone. This guy that happened in 2009?
Well,
we
they probably all dude.
I think that was before they started resizing the boats for all the fat Americans.
But dude, I mean, come on. I mean, Warner Brothers has still been backed up with legal issues for a very long time.
No, but the thing is, like, I just started hearing about this maybe in March.
Well, yeah, because it's
Last
probably been settled.
Yeah, probably.
It's
go ahead.
done. Because they got other shit they're
Well,
probably
they all
doing.
have 100,000 legal cases going on.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
I'm saying
the
that's
point.
usually why they throw around money just to make stuff end.
Yeah, it's just like
Because
what do we got? 8,000.
Because like people sue for absurd amounts of money. I'm sure that guy sued for like $10 million or something, and normally they'll be like, "We'll give you $50,000," and then he's like, "All right, fine," and then they go.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing it into a whole drawn out court case.
Well, like I said, I don't think they did the. I think it was just a settlement out.
I'm
of
sorry,
court.
this is just an interesting statement made. His attorney, David Jeffin, said he was the only passenger not escorted from the popular ride in the Fantasyland area of the park when he was left in agony as he needed to urinate.
Yeah, he needed to urinate there for 30 minutes with the Small World playing.
I would just piss myself. I'd be like, at this point, it's only going to help the situation.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, I've become insane. I want to blow up the West bathroom. It's a
I'm gonna blow something up.
That's a supervillain's origin if I've ever seen one. Because like it's a small world. It's like the whole thing is it shows you all the different parts of the world.
all peace.
So then you're just like, I just want to destroy the whole world.
God damn.
Wait, looks like we're dying out, aren't we?
Yeah,
I guess.
shit,
I
kind
mean,
of done. We can edit all that long pause out.
Yeah, I will. I'll try to edit it. The thing is, honestly, I'm the busiest of the four of us on this podcast, and I'm the one who's doing with the editing at this point.
It's all on your computer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Things will be better once I'm done with my classes.
Good.
So I'll have more time to edit episodes.
Fuck you.
Because I have at least like 7 or
Get the
8
West
plus
Bapto
episodes
burp.
at this point to edit.
Wow. What'd you say?
I'm gonna get the West Bapto burp.
West Bapto Burp?
West Bapto burp.
West Bapto Burp. I think that should be the name of this episode.
West Bapto burp.
Alright then. Well,
Anything else? Just for what are we at number wise or time wise?
You can edit it out. Edit.
we're at an hour and 42.
All right, let's talk about one more thing. Let's try to get to two hours.
What do you want to talk
Well, follow us on Twitter at JustCasting with a K.
Okay. With a T or D?
T.
Okay, cool.
Since we've agreed on that.
Good job. Ass.
Oh, we got it. Well, the best way to get your name known in this day and age is
podcast, Just Asking.
Just ass. Just ass.
I feel like that already exists.
Oh yeah. And special guest, the Gimp.
Well, I just typed in just ass for on Twitter, and I get justice for Assange.
Julian
Assange. Justice for Assange, and then Just Aspects at Flyculo.
Cool.
That's an awesome name, I must admit.
Let's see. Let's get one more subject. Come on, Dave. One more. Think of the what's your favoriteest thing?
My favoriteest thing?
What comics were you reading?
Well, something that I would also assist in talking about.
Among Us, because I only read the first two.
All right.
You know what, Kyle? Make a point for me to find that Mega Man Sonic crossover comic book.
I mean, we just go to a comic book store and buy it.
Oh, remind me to actually do that one of these days, because that's something I actually would like to read and then talk about on the podcast. It's something that actually interests me because I wrote a shitty fan fiction back when I was like 12.
Was it about you?
No, it was Sonic and Mega Man X crossing over.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know how long they're planning on running the miniseries. Like, or I don't know if it's a miniseries or if it's a storyline in one of their books. I have no idea.
I think it's its own separate story, as far as I know.
Well, I think it's in the Mega Man book. Is my point. Like, I think it's just something that's happening in the Mega Man right now.
I'll look into it. I'll see if I can find it somewhere. I'll most likely buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I know they have it in comic book stores.
Yeah, I just didn't realize it was going on for a while. Wait, we said this. We had discussed about this a while back. How long does that thing exist again? Do you remember?
Which one?
This crossover comic.
Like 2 weeks. Or something. The first issue came out like last week or something.
Did it? I'm just gonna double check because I just don't remember.
Yeah, Dave, in case you don't
And for those who don't realize what the hell I'm talking about, there's a comic called Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Collide.
I think that just might be the storyline.
That's the name of the comic.
Really? I saw the cover. It's
very unoriginal.
Yeah, I don't know. Archie Comics makes a Sonic the Hedgehog comic book and a Mega Man comic book, and I guess they just started.
It was announced in July of last year.
Yeah, but I think it just came out.
But they did make the announcement there will be no human-animal romance.
Well, that's good.
Good?
Bestiality is wrong.
Well, a lot of people did flip a shit.
Unless it's not.
A lot of people did flip a shit in the 2006 game that came out of Sonic, where the princess in the story did kiss Sonic to revive him from death.
Well, you know
and
what? She's an animal slut.
Really?
Holy shit!
Really,
Mega Man goes super. There's a picture here. I look. I don't.
Jose is.
Wait, does he
out.
kill Sonic and take his power?
No. Like they both. Judging by this picture, which it has yet to be in the comic, there's Robotnik or Eggman to the left.
I think they call him Eggman in the comic.
Yeah, they call him Eggman. That's always been his real name. Just America called him Robotnik.
Well, I'm saying in the American version, like the English version of the comic,
but
they call him Eggman.
On this picture, to the left is Eggman, to the right is Wily. There's Super Sonic and Mega Man in what I believe is what his design looks like when he combines with Rush, but he's golden.
Huh.
So that's actually kind of an interesting concept. That means Mega Man actually uses the Chaos Emeralds.
Huh.
So,
I think it would have been better if Mega Man shot Sonic and took his power.
Well, they're supposed to be working together. Obviously.
I know, but it's like they get to the final boss and Mega Man's I'm a fucking robot.
It looks like it's going to be a 12-issue miniseries, and all the covers have been released.
12 issues, wow.
Yeah, I kind of like these covers. They look pretty cool.
I saw the first one. That was nice.
Mm-hmm. Jose, I feel like you now.
Are you not familiar with either of the characters?
I know Sonic and Mega Man is. I'm
surprised there's not. Oh, I guess there's a Zelda manga, but I'm surprised there isn't more Zelda comics.
All there's ever been is mangas that are based in the video games.
He's a good character.
I have a few of them.
He's a good character to draw. I'm surprised.
Well, excuse me, Kyle.
Yeah, exactly.
I think part of it might be due to the fact that he doesn't talk.
Yeah, that's fine. There are characters.
There's a lot of mute characters.
That's true. There are.
There's a bunch.
Yeah.
I need to find these comics and actually start reading them because I'm very.
No, I mean, I think Mario's still mute.
Well, we're talking about comic books. Mario is not mute at all. He goes like, "Hey, it's me, Mario. It's me, Mario." That's about
Then he's a Pokemon.
All he can say is his own name. What a sad life.
And I'm looking at the final issue part, the part 12, which is it has the image of them.
Spoiler.
Why is that out?
No, these are just the cover art. It seems.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're actually out. I'll look
no, they're not out because the first one just came out.
I'll double check it in a second. I see Shadow's blue for some reason, and he's with Tails in the bottom corner, beating the shit out of little Wily bots.
Maybe the color's just off.
I don't know. He's clearly Sonic
supposed to be blue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So is the 50s still going on, or do they just give up?
The 50s?
52.
Oh. I was like,
you grabbed your heart for a second.
The 50s ended 60 years ago.
Dave,
there's still there's actually other covers of different things. Like there's Proto Man. Wow, I can't remember his name. And Knuckles.
That makes sense.
Base and Shadow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Why the fuck are Wily and Eggman on a fucking bicycle?
Because they're both those wacky kind of villains.
They're wacky villains.
There's this one cover art which is it's sprite animation. There's Proto Man in the background, and then looks like Guts Man in the tornado.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
And then there's a sprite of Sonic from Sonic Battle about the kick bass in the boobs.
I've never
boobs.
I have no idea who Bass is. Like, I missed that whole series of games. I stopped playing.
He was his
arch
rival.
God.
Well, I played 1 through 6, I think. And
I
then,
think 7 was when he was
stopped,
introduced.
And I stopped, and then I played Mega Man X and forward.
Yeah,
so I missed the entire Bass saga.
Essentially, Bass is nothing more than a
No.
He's kind of almost like a clone of Mega Man to an extent. Who is obviously he was Mega Man's arch rival, built by Wily. He even has a dog that combines with him. Treble, yes, his name is Treble. I just saw this another cover, which I want to see this fight. It's Mega Man versus Metal Sonic.
Well, I mean, remember, covers are generally not.
I know, but that's a fight I would want to see.
I know, I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up.
I know.
I've seen a lot of comic book covers, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be awesome. And then the thing
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Never happens.
But I would love to see that. I don't like this chibi animation.
Again, you know.
I know.
It's probably just for the cover.
I know. I don't know. It can be cute, but there are some times where chibi animation should not be used. And they already have a whole freaking series of Mega Man in chibi form. Mega Man Power Up. That was the PSP, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably, yeah.
It was a little silly.
Everything on the PSP was silly.
That. But I mean, at least I have my own fucking 2 cents now for this freaking episode.
Yeah.
I really need to read this series.
Yeah, we should go to Bailey's or something coming up and go pick them up.
We'll see what we can do this weekend then.
Yeah.
But let's see. Oh, it's they actually are in continuity of the series.
I mean, it makes sense if you're going to cross those two over.
Yeah, but they're separate. Like part 1 is Archie Mega Man comic issue number 24.
Oh, okay.
That's what was that.
I thought it was a Mega Man.
But then part 2 is in Archie Sonic Universe 51.
Sense,
yeah. And here's where it gets fucking. Here's where I thought they're curveballs, because there are 4 different Sonic comic book series owned by Archie Comics. So part
smart.
3 is Archie Sonic the Hedgehog issue 248. Part 9 ends up being the 250th issue of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, that's smart to break it up into their different books. I'm
actually in favor of that.
I mean, Civil War.
Let's see.
Civil War and Marvel was...
I have to read this just because this is freaking pathetic that they wrote this. Similarities between Sonic and Mega Man. Then this is
blue?
Yes, that's actually the very first one. The protagonists are both blue. The main antagonists are both human, contain some sort of facial hair, and are both scientists that make robots. Eggman and Wily.
Yeah.
The main protagonists have rivals that are both red, Knuckles and Proto Man. They both have protagonists that are black, Bass and Shadow. Both protagonists have an antagonist robotic copy of them, Metal and Bass. That's right. Both characters have a dog.
Sonic has a dog?
Yes, he does.
I think calling Tails a dog.
No, his name is Mutsky.
Oh, okay. So
Tails
is his friend.
I actually do remember Mutsky existed.
Mutsky.
In the he was in the Sad AM universe.
Oh.
And the comics were heavily based off the Sad AM universe.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
And unfortunately, Muskie was roboticized.
Oh no!
Well, that was
and then he became Rush.
Well, I mean, that was pretty much like the worst thing that could happen to your family in that universe. There was a weird arc in the series that I read that one book where somehow everybody was reverted back to normal, except Sonic's parents. And I never read the series, unfortunately, because I never found out who did it. Because Eggman's like, how the fuck did this shit happen? He was flipping out. And it turns out that in the what's it called? whatever the resistance is of the Woodland Resistance,
La Resistance,
and Eggman's base, they have an intercom that they can communicate with each other through the big monitors.
That's awfully silly.
Yeah, like they could I'm pissed. I'm gonna call Eggman.
Hey,
yo, dick cheese.
You know when you tried to kill me, that really offended me.
That is kind of odd though that they have that link.
I mean, I feel like they did that in like G.I. Joe and shit too.
I guess.
They were like Cobra, just like do prank calls and stuff.
We know it's
Is
you.
your refrigerator running?
We know it's you, Commander.
Cobra.
I guess I should start reading these comic series because I've been a big Sonic fan most of my life.
Yeah, I'm really shocked that you haven't read them at all.
Yeah, you're a fucking asshole.
I've read some and they're pretty okay.
I know because I there's some crazy ass arcs. Like there's an arc where
Mega Man one's just silly.
Yeah, well there's an arc where Robotnik and Eggman are two separate beings.
That's cool.
Which is, yeah, it is, because I'll be honest, Ivo Robotnik is 10 times scarier than Eggman has ever been.
Well, I mean, that's like the darker one from
Vincent Price.
From the American cartoons.
Oh.
Well, like, Robotnik was half roboticized himself.
Yeah.
And
hence the name.
Yeah, but if you saw those two in real life, you would laugh at Eggman and you would shit your pants at Robotnik.
I think I'd more likely be like, we need to get you to a doctor. You sirs are way too fat.
That is true. But also,
you are not allowed on this
also, if you saw someone Eggman's physique, you'd be very concerned because he's got very skinny legs, very skinny arms, and that big ass
How
egg
is this
belly.
happening?
Meanwhile, Robotnik at least has like fat arms and
Sir,
thighs
sit down!
to compensate for his gut.
This is terrifying.
Who knew all it took was 6 shots of vodka when you actually start talking. But now Dave's like,
can I sue Jose Land?
But breaking it up into different comics, it's like an old trick they all like to do because they like to try to entice you to read all different comics.
You know what? Fuck it, it's working on me.
I know, but I'm saying like Civil War and Marvel. First of all, I don't think you can read all of Civil War. I think it's impossible, the amount of Civil War books they put out.
There's a lot.
Every single character, every single book they had a Civil War edition, like several editions.
All the Crisis stuff in DC.
Civil War was bigger, but yeah.
I think Crisis is a little more fucking complex sometimes.
Well,
it's crazier.
But I'm saying it was more complex because Crazy Infinite Earths. Infinite Crisis wasn't so bad. And then Final Crisis just was like, why am I reading this?
Isn't there a new Crisis or something?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
But Civil War, the idea was like, we'll get a bunch of completists that will try to read everything, or as much as they can, and then they'll get caught up and they'll want to keep reading. And apparently it worked, because they made a lot of money and they gained a lot of readers, but...
Damn.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but it was like... It was a lot of fucking work. Like, Civil War itself there was 8 Civil Wars, then there was, like, Civil War Frontline,
It kept going.
Sideline, Civil War, like...
Sideline?
Yeah, like, literally, like it was
Third
about, like,
bench.
reporters. Yeah, it was, like, literally, there was a book about reporters, like, talking about it. And it was just like, oh my god! It was Ben Ulrich, or whatever, the guy who works at the Daily Planet.
And people... No. Daily
Bugle? Daily Bugle.
I was like...
But yeah, it was fucking crazy. I mean, have you read Civil War?
I've read only, like, the, I got the big thing of it.
You got the graphic novel, trade paperback?
It starts with, there's a bunch of these, like, reality TV shows.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Or not the Thunderbolts, fuck.
I don't know what's
It's gonna
called.
kill me, their stupid ass team. But yeah, it has like Speedball and a bunch of other
Yeah, and they fuck up royally, and it brings up the whole...
They attack a bunch of supervillains, and a couple of them happen to be big ones, including Nitro, who blows up an entire town.
Yeah, and it ends with Cap being like,
dead.
No.
Oh, never mind.
No, not dead. No, that's
what Civil War ends.
Yeah. No, it's just like he's like, okay, I'm done. Or somebody says it. Somebody like walks away. It's like somebody doesn't kill somebody,
Civil War ends with Iron Man and Captain America fighting.
Yeah.
And Captain America finally is is just beating the shit out of Iron Man, and all these civilians start like throwing shit at him, and grabbing him, and pulling him off.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing? Like, I'm doing this for you."
Yeah.
And then he realizes that he's been wrong.
And then it ends with Tony Stark on the shield thing with the new person.
He gets all the
but there's more, right?
He keys to the kingdom. It continues, and Cap dies. You know.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel like.
Trial for the Civil War stuff, and
but there's more stuff beyond that. I'm pretty sure. Right?
I mean, that's the 8 issues.
Yeah,
that's every single Amazing Spider-Man had Civil War issues. X-Men had Civil War issues. Every single character, Punisher, the Avengers.
I want to see the Punisher one. So.
Well, Punisher is really, really funny. Because Captain America does not like Punisher.
Oh yeah,
Punisher just didn't get me along at all.
Punisher loves Captain America. He's his idol. He's everything.
Well, it shows him one of the issues they had him.
Well, they say Punisher is Captain America
darker
from Vietnam. It's what was different about those two wars. Yeah. Like World War II created Captain America. Vietnam created the Punisher. And they show him whatever happens. He saves Spider-Man.
Yeah, he kills these.
Yeah, these two low C D E F G H I J K L M L P class villains come in and are like, we think you guys are gonna win. We want to be on your side.
And he just kills them.
And you see bullets go out and shoot the bull.
Yeah.
And Cap's like, what the fuck? And jumps on Punisher, beating him. He's like. And he's just like, what? They're bad guys.
This is what I do.
He doesn't get it, and Cap just punches him. He's like, fight back! And Punisher's like, no, never, not you. And you just see
that's pretty big. That's a heart-wrenching moment.
No? It really is, because you just see his face just punched, beaten up, and just staring up at Cap with all admiration, just being like, I'll never hit you.
Yeah,
you are the guy that everyone should be.
Awesome. This is fucking badass.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
And
you can see Cap's face was just disgusted. He was like, get out of my sight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck. Because to him, Punisher is what, that's the worst part of America. That's what the America that it became after he went in the ice and he wasn't able to stop.
Yeah. America.
Yeah,
without the A.
It became America.
America.
Yeah. When the A went down into the ocean, it just became America.
America.
Fuck yeah. I don't even like that movie.
It's so stupid.
But whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think what we've learned today is Captain America would be ashamed of us all.
Yes.
Probably.
Right. And he probably would have had a few things to say to the West-boro folks.
He probably did. He would. So would the G.I. Joe folks.
Fuck those guys. Those guys are gay.
Well, a lot of people would say shit about them,
especially
honestly.
Shipwreck.
Especially Shipwreck.
and Dr. Mindbender. All those did you see them? I went back and I looked through all the old the 60s, 70s toys. They're the fucking gayest shit I've ever seen in my life.
They were trying to figure out what was good and they didn't throw anything out.
A boa with a Speedo. It looked like the creeper from
DC?
the DC. It's like, what?
Well, Creeper at least it's
I think it was
Zartan or something.
I think it was Zartan. I'm not sure if it was either Dr. Mindbender or Zartan that looked like that.
Creeper. So it's such a weird hole. Oh well. I think we should end it for now.
I think I'm just glad I made some contribution.
Yeah.
I just need to get a little.
We're totally editing that out.
Well, seeing how I have the power over that and not you, I can just edit out everything you say, Dave.
No, you just edit David all his words and be I like butt sex.
It's
pretty much I can do that.
He's just talking about whatever we were talking about an hour ago.
Or
and then response. Yeah, nothing happens.
Or I replace you with a monkey with a little tambourine.
If you want to have me talking to a monkey for 2 hours, that's fine.
We can get Alex.
I have his approval. That's all I need. But
if the monkey is agreeing with him, then how is the disagreement argument going to happen?
No, monkey, no!
No!
I'll have the monkey angry.
Oh. So what? He's gonna be going faster.
No. Then he'll start banging like I don't know. What's an angry instrument?
You're really drunk, Jose, and I think we should end this.
I wish I was really drunk. Are you kidding? I'm just a little bit tipsy at this point.
I don't know.
You're talking.
A xylophone is an angry instrument.
Yes. When the monkey agrees with Kyle, it plays little tambourines. If it's angry at Kyle, it plays the fucking xylophone.
Alright. Well, knowing is half the battle.
Yes.
G.I. Joe!
And that's how we're ending it.
Yes. Have a good week, everybody.
Blow.